Do you know that Athens is named after the goddess of wisdom and warfare Athena? That sounds like very obvious trivia, but that itself explains why this Greek city is so influential, elegant, and unique. If you've been looking it up online for quite some time now, the internet leads you to see the Acropolis, the Parthenon, and the Temple of Olympian. But what if I can make your trip to Athens more fun and colorful? Yes, that is possible when, instead of visiting the most famous attraction, you do a little diversion and visit the most underrated ones first. Let me tell you more about it in this video as I share with you 9 underrated places to visit in Athens, Greece in 2023. But before that, which sightseeing spot in Athens are you excited to see this year? Feel free to share it in the comments section below. Now, let's get into it. Starting off the list at number 9 is the First Cemetery of Athens. Feel surprised. As unbelievable as it sounds, the First Cemetery of Athens is a must-visit yet underrated attraction in the city. Although the quietness is expected, it's as if there's magic in the cemetery that can make you feel peaceful and relaxed. Perhaps it's the garden-like ambience of the cemetery and its very few visitors. Even the tombs and mausoleums are works of art, so you will feel that you are walking through an outdoor museum, not a cemetery. A conversation with the locals will add extra fun to your visit here as they tell stories about the people buried in the cemetery. You can also do an Easter egg hunt at Odysseus and Routsos graveyard, who was a hero of the Greek War of Independence. Of course, the entrance is free, so your pockets will also feel happy. Next in line at number 8 is Ilias Lalaounis Jewelry Museum. After bumping shoulders with the great crowd in the Acropolis, this very close small museum called Ilias Lalaounis Jewelry Museum is a great place to visit next. There are very few visitors in the museum, so you can have all the time and space to breathe, relax, and actually take your time observing the displays. Various types of jewelry are on display, so your eyes will literally shine bright like a diamond. Not only that, you can read the behind-the-scenes process of designing gorgeous jewelry pieces. For only around $6, you can have the chance to feel regal when you visit the Ilias Lalaounis Jewelry Museum. The area also has a coffee shop, so you can have some caffeine before or after your tour. Coming in at number 7 is the Numismatic Museum. Without a doubt, this coin museum will surely change the way you see coins. The Numismatic Museum is not for those interested in collecting coins, because the ambience and design of this mansion are a sight to see in itself. Different kinds of coins and currencies are on display, but I recommend paying more attention to the exhibits from the ancient cities, as you will learn a lot about their history. They even have the original medals of the modern Olympic Games. This mansion is also a museum dedicated to one of the greatest archaeologists, Heinrich Schliemann. So expect to see the entirety of the building to reflect his passions. I am talking about the classical paintings on the ceilings, walls, and mosaic floors. The entrance fee to the Numismatic Museum is around $4, which is definitely a steal. There's also a cafe around the back and a gift shop for some souvenir shopping. Next at number 6 is the Museum of the Basil and Elise Goulandris Foundation. A trip to Athens will not really be complete without seeing the finest arts in history. Fortunately, you don't have to bump into the crowd and peacefully see the artworks when you visit the Museum of the Basil and Elise Goulandris Foundation. A tour here will only cost you $12, which is affordable enough considering that you can see masterpieces made by Pablo Picasso, Claude Monet, Vincent van Gogh, and of course the local Greek artists. It is also a guided tour with audio materials to learn the background of the paintings and the artists. I couldn't believe my 3 hours weren't enough to see the entire museum. Well, you really need to allot time to appreciate the arts. There's also a cafe museum where you can buy discounted, great-tasting coffee if you present your admission ticket. But hey, before we continue with our list, make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button. You can also turn on the notification bell to keep you updated on my next uploads. Now, let's continue with number 5, Pnyx. Do you know that Greece is the birthplace of democracy? Feel a little patriotic when you visit this wonderful and peaceful sightseeing spot just a few minutes away from the Acropolis. Just like you, I also wonder why Pnyx is an underrated destination despite its historical significance. Archaeological ruins are still visible, taking you back to the past. It is also the perfect destination for a calm morning walk because the sites of pines, eucalyptus, cypresses, and other endemic plants surrounding the area have stress-relieving magic in them. The best thing, you can visit this historical destination without spending a penny. Next at number 4 is the Hellenic Motor Museum. Personally, I am close to branding Athens as the melting pot of all the greatest and coolest things on earth. The Hellenic Motor Museum is approved. If you are a car enthusiast, you'll surely find this place heaven with its wide collection of over 119th through 20th cars. For only $9 for the admission fee, you can get the chance to see vintage to trendy mini cars. The best thing about the Hellenic Motor Museum is that even the kids will enjoy a tour here, so more than a few hours will be needed to explore the museum. Think of all the fancy car brands that you know, maybe Lincoln, Rolls-Royce, or Bugatti. You'll find them all in this museum. Coming in at number 3 on the list is the Museum of Cycladic Art. So far, the Museum of Cycladic Art is the most organized and well-curated museum I have ever seen in Athens. That's why I also wonder why this spot is underappreciated. But if you are a history buff, you will surely enjoy learning about the history of Aegean and Cyprus, as it is the focus of the Museum of Cycladic Art. The figurines, which are primarily women, are gems to see. The other artworks on display, such as the baskets, sculptures, and vessels, are also made of interesting materials, such as clay and fibers, making them more attractive. You can see all of these for only $15 for an admission fee. There's also a cafe nearby if you need some caffeine boost before or after the tour. Next at number 2 on the list is Filopappou Hill. Now, for some nature exposure, I also recommend going to the Filopappous. It is an underrated site, which the locals point to as the perfect place for weekend picnics and unwinding. I actually agree with them, as the view from the Filopappou Hill is indeed relaxing. But before you get to sit and relax, of course, you have to climb up the hill, which is relatively easy as there are good stone paths, or you can take the challenge of strolling through the rough shortcuts. What I love the most about the Filopappous Hills is really the view, because you can see both the sea and the land from above. The sunset is also stunning. Again, before we go to the top of this list, be sure to like this video. If you want to know more about traveling, I have more videos about it that you can check on the channel. While you're at it, please do subscribe. Don't be shy to click the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our future uploads. And now, the number 1 on the list is Anafiotika. For sure, you will love this place the same way I do. I can't think of any better strolling spot in Athens than the neighborhood of Anafiotika. First, the location is just perfect. It is situated between the Acropolis and the Plaka district, which makes it very convenient. I will say that this is ideal to be your last itinerary when you visit Athens, so you can have a relaxing last day in the city wandering in a beautiful neighborhood. There are so many cafes, beautifully designed houses, and creative graffiti in the narrow streets. Cats are also free to wander, so expect to see lots of them. The best thing about it, the weather is absolutely amazing most of the time. And there you go. Those are the 9 underrated places to visit in Athens, Greece in 2023. You'll have the best trip of your life when you include these places in your travel goals. Again, please make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button. Do you agree with our list? Please comment down below. Until next time.